to the 2023 Reidy Roundup video caddy book. We're going to be playing a 20-hole layout at Reidy Creek Golf Course in Escondido, California. Going to be going over all the rules and pin and tee locations for you right now. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hole 1, par 3, 210 feet. We're throwing from the blue ball golf tee pad to a temporary pin on the left right over here. Does slope on both sides, so be careful and don't cage your putt. Hole 2, par 3, 380 feet. You're throwing from the white tee pad on the cart path. Cart path and beyond on the right is out of bounds. You have these two big bunkers that play as a hazard. You will play from your lie and add a stroke. You have a large green that plays as OB. If you go in there, take it from the last place you're in bounds and add a stroke. And there's your pin on the other side. Hole 3, par 3, 387 feet from the brick tee pad. You're going to need a really big hyzer to get around the corner up here. The cart path is going to play as a hazard, not OB. So if you do land on it, take it from your lie and add a stroke. The pin will be perched right up here with some green to your right to avoid. Good luck. Hole 4, par 3, 342 feet. You want to throw one straight up the fairway right here. Cart path and beyond on the left is out of bounds. You do have a green to the right of the pin and a bunker right next to it. The pin sits with some rollaway potential to the left, so be careful. Hole 5, par 3, 252 feet from the red tee. This is an island hole. You need to clear everything and make it over here. If you do not make it, you will be at a DZ just to the left of the ball golf green for a long par save. Hole 6, par 3, 285 feet. You want to throw a big forehand or a turnover. You do have to clear the cart path or it's a re-tee. And the pin sits up on a hill, so be careful with those low putts rolling away. Hole 7, par 3, 351 feet from the white tee pad. Cart path is going to play as a hazard again, not OB. You do have a large bunker on the right, and you have a big green to clear. If you do manage to get over, oh, he almost made it. Then you'll find the pin right here with a little bit of rough behind it, so don't go long. Hole 8, par 4, 470 feet from a temporary tee pad. Cart path and beyond on the left is out of bounds. Take a nice straight shot right here. Watch out for the bunkers and the golf green. Our green is protected by several bunkers, and the cart path and beyond to the left is out of bounds, so don't go long. Hole 9, par 3, 322 feet from the red tee pad. Cart path and beyond on the left is out of bounds. You have a large golf green and big bunker to contend with right here, but if you get over, your pin sits on a very sloped green, and right behind it, OB. Don't go to the cart path. Hole 10, par 4, 512 feet from the brick tee pad. Cart path and beyond on your left is out of bounds. You want to get a shot over the rough right here to set up for a second, where you will have to clear a golf green and two bunkers on the right. And if you can get over that, your pin will be sitting right back in this shady little spot right here. Hole 11, par 3, 320 feet from the red tee. Cart path and beyond on the left is out of bounds. You have a large golf green to contend with right here, but it's open on the right. And your pin sits between these two trees with just a little bit of rollaway potential behind it. Hole 12, par 3, 212 feet from temporary tee pad. This is a double island hole. You have to make one of the two islands. If you do miss, you will go to a drop zone on the first island with a penalty stroke. The pin will be on an elevated basket. Bang, bang. Hole 13, par 3, 277 feet. Cart path and beyond to the right is out of bounds. You want to be careful of all the hill on the left that rolls down to this huge golf green. And your pin also sits on a very steep slope, so be careful. Hole 14, par 3, 454 feet from the white tee pad. Cart path and beyond on the left is out of bounds. You have a large slope right here that could carry your disc away if you come up short. If you do make it, you have bunker on the left and right to contend with, and a large golf green way down the fairway. Our pin sits on a little bit of a hill, and right behind it is OB. Hole 15, par 4, 686 feet from the brick tee pad. You want to get a shot out as far as you can and then set up for a nice second. You do have a large green to contend with, and then you get low ceiling with a big bunker right here. If you can get through that, your pin sits in between all these trees, and it is sloped on both sides, so be careful. Hole 16, par 3, 277 feet from the brick tee pad. You just want a nice straight shot that clears this golf green and avoids the two bunkers on the left to the pin that sits up on a little bit of a hill. There is OB behind it. Hole 17, par 4, 481 feet from the brick tee pad. Car path and beyond on the right is out of bounds. You want to get a shot up here as far as you can to set up for your second. You do have to watch out for the golf green and the large bunker on the left. And the pin sits up on a little bit of a hill with some rollaway potential. Hole 18, par 3, 277 feet from a temporary tee pad. Cart path and beyond on the right is out of bounds. These two trees right here are a double mando, so if you don't make those, you will go to a drop zone and take a stroke. Pin will sit right here where Will's shooting. Hole 19, par 3, 360 feet from the red tee pad. You want to get over the rough and set up your second shot. Watch out for the GPS controlled lawnmower. You do have very large bunkers and a golf green to contend with, and the pin sits right up here on a little hill with OB behind it. Hole 20, par 3, 233 feet from the white tee pad. Cart path and beyond on the right is out of bounds. You're really going to want to get over this rough and make your way to the pin right here for your last birdie of the tournament.